Hello, hello.
Hello, everybody.
We are here. We are here.
What everybody didn't see was for the last 2 minutes, we just had to stay here in silence. Because
The microphone was on.
the microphone was on, but the live stream hadn't started, so we were just sat here like this, weren't we?
We were just stood there like this.
Which is very professional. Of course it is.
Here we are.
Happy Sunday. We're going to have a very chill, very nice, relaxed lesson, aren't we?
Hopefully. I hope so.
Because Sunday is a relaxing day. Let's not do anything too crazy. How are we all? Who have we got? Hello, Ahmad. Hello, Isma. Hello, Valid. Maria Christina. Bupinda G. Oh, new 6I4KA comes to all of these. And I never know how to say that name quickly because it's a very long one. Hello.
Well, there you are.
Hi, everybody. Today we're going to be looking at some advanced English prepositions. Now, these are some that maybe you've never heard before, but they are very, very useful. So we're going to go through them, have a little quiz and see if we can learn some new prepositions.
I do think that if people can master prepositions, or at least get very confident with prepositions, it really elevates your English level. I think something that lets a lot of people down is their prepositions. They could be quite advanced in terms of their conversation, but yeah, they make small mistakes with prepositions. So I think that's a good thing to do today.
I think so too. So, and in the meantime, while we're doing this, if you want to send us any questions you have, any questions about English, about vocabulary, about grammar, we are both English teachers, so send them over and we will answer as many as we can. Hello, everybody. Some people from Spain, Portugal. My goodness, how exciting. So, let's go straight to it, shall we? Let's learn some prepositions. So, here we go. Oh, look at that.
Ooh, oh my gosh, it's like being on TV.
Huh? It is like TV. So, we have something very fun here. Now, some of these prepositions, some of these sentences might have a mistake. Or maybe they don't have a mistake. So have a look at that sentence. Can you read it for me, Bedouin?
Peter always confides for me.
Is there a mistake? If there is, what is it? If not, maybe there's not. We've already got an answer in, Bedouin.
We already do.
I'm going to call you New because that's easier to call you. New says confide in. Let's see if you're correct. Is it confide in? Oh my goodness, it is. Now, what on earth does confide in mean? Do you have any idea if you confide in someone? Does anyone have any idea what that means? Tell us, Bedouin.
Well, I will tell you what confide in means. It means that you have confidence in somebody. You believe in them. You trust them.
It's trust, yeah. Think about the word confidence. Confidence means you have no doubt, you are sure. So if you have confidence in somebody, you confide in them, you know that they're not going to betray you, they're not going to do anything nasty, they won't laugh at you if you tell them a secret or something. Put
it this way, if you want to improve your English, you should confide in us.
That's a good example.
There you are.
Can we have another example, please? Give me in the chat another example where we can use confide in. Think of an example. Give me a sentence where we can use confide in. I've just realised my jumper is not great, is it? It's doing that wibbly wobbly thing. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Everyone right now is going, whoa.
I thought this jumper would be okay, but it looks like it's gone very wibbly wobbly on the camera.
Well, there we are.
Sorry, guys, it's cold. So, we're looking for a sentence that has confide in. I'll give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, we might have to do an example. Okay, we'll think of an example.
Laura, give us an example.
I was very nervous to tell people that I was struggling in class. So I decided to confide in the teacher because I knew the teacher wouldn't laugh at me.
Oh, that's a very nice answer.
Thank you very much.
A very, very nice example.
Okay, moving on to the next one. Let's see what we've got.
The film is based in a novel by Dickens.
Is there a mistake in the preposition there? Is there a mistake? Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't. I don't know.
What film could that be, Laura?
Could be Oliver.
Yeah, it could be Oliver. It could be
new is first up again. Based
Wow.
on.
Based
Let's see
on.
if we're correct.
Yeah.
Based
We always base... Well, actually, no. I'm going to stop myself there. We don't always base on. In this example, the film is based on a novel. This means that the film has taken inspiration, or very strong inspiration, from the novel, from the book. We can have a TV show based on...
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is based on the books by George R.R. Martin. Or...
the films Harry Potter are based on the books Harry Potter.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can also be based in. Based in is also a correct phrasal verb. But when you are based in somewhere, it's normally to do with location, normally with jobs. So you might say, oh, for my job, I am based in the United States.
Yeah, maybe Carlos here. Maybe Carlos is based in Brazil.
Yeah, it's a little bit different to live in. I would say live in feels like it's your home, but based in feels a bit more temporary for work. I just want to go back to confide in, because Maria Cristina said a very interesting sentence. And this is what you should do with English learning. Try it. Because even if it's not correct, if you try to put new vocabulary in a sentence, it's good. It really helps you learn. So Maria said, I confide in a better future. So if we go back, if we remember, confide in, we said it's trusting, it's believing. But it always has to be a person.
Yeah.
So we can't confide in the future because that's not a person. It has to be somebody that you can talk to.
I've got a question, Laura. Could you confide in a company?
Yes, but it would be the person you're speaking to, isn't it? So confide in is trusting someone, telling them a secret, telling them something that is hard to say. Always has to be a person, but great attempt. Okay, so can we think... Let's go straight to the next one.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the
Why
next
not?
one. I always associate turkey with Christmas.
Is there a mistake here? Is there a mistake or is it perfectly correct? I don't know. Let's have a look.
Maybe
Hello.
Carlos from Brazil can let us know.
Hello, Fernando. Hello.
Carlos right now is like, yes.
So we're looking for, is there a mistake in this preposition or are there no mistakes?
Saying to Christmas here. Maria Cristiana is saying to Christmas.
Any other
I
ideas?
always associate turkey to Christmas, possibly.
Well
not.
done, everybody, for doing an English lesson on a Sunday, by the way, guys.
Absolutely.
So good. So we'll give you 10 more seconds. Are there any mistakes in that sentence, specifically with the preposition? 10, 9, 8, 7. Is that good coffee?
Yes.
Good.
It's okay.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't think anybody said it.
Someone said maybe and turkey
Let's have a
and
look.
Christmas.
It's correct.
Ooh, it is correct.
No mistake. It's fine. We associate with. That's completely correct.
Yeah, and so this means that when we think of turkey, we think of Christmas.
Yeah, they go together. They're like a lovely pair.
Yeah.
Like us.
Like us. Like us.
So you could say, I always associate rain with the UK.
Ooh, yes. Or I always associate sun with Spain.
Yeah, I love it.
Of course.
Hello if anyone's in Spain. Or you could say like, oh, we have, what's the sentence I'm looking for here? What feelings do you associate with the colour red?
Oh, yeah.
What feelings do
Go
you
on.
associate with the colour red?
Let us know. What do you associate with the colour red?
Yeah, do you have any feelings you associate with the colour red? I can think of some, but I'll see if... Oh, hello from Spain. Hi, Pablo.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Is it sunny? Hope it is. So what feelings do you associate with the colour red?
Anybody going to say anything?
I think there's a teeny delay, so
Well,
I'm just
of
waiting
course.
for it to travel to Turkey and Spain.
Getting some likes.
Angry. There we go. So
Yeah,
anger is
anger.
associated with red, passion, love, all those feelings.
Love, passion. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do a little pause for some talking to the chat. So while we're here, heat. Yeah, Maria Cristina associates
Heat.
red with heat.
Roses. Yes, absolutely. Now, before we go on to the next preposition, does anybody have any questions in the chat that we can answer right now?
Let's scroll up.
We're here.
Let's scroll up.
We speak We speak and we teach English every day. Take this as a chance. Take this as a chance to ask any
People
question.
from the Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast. I am very impressed with myself at the moment. I have been working very, very hard at my geography knowledge, and I am very confident that I know where any country is in the world.
That's a really big call. Ahmad wants to know, where's your hair?
Where is your hair? Who could you possibly be talking to? Who could you be talking to, Ahmad? I lost my hair. It just went away.
That was careless of you.
It was very hairless of me.
Right. Any questions about English grammar? Any suggestions? If not, that's fine. We'll do the next one. There's no probs. Someone says Coca-Cola. I agree.
I agree.
I love
Coca-Cola.
Coke.
I do think of red Coca-Cola.
Oh, that's what you're correct. Association with red, Coca-Cola. I'm actually more of a Pepsi person. Hello from France. Bonjour. Comment ça va? No, yeah, I'm more of a Pepsi person.
Japan. Oh my gosh. Poland. Oh my gosh.
Amazing. Look at all that.
Wow.
Hello, guys.
This is
so
crazy.
if you're new, can I use this in essay? Both of the ones we've just spoken about, so associate with and based on and confide in. Yeah, you can use all of those in an essay. None of these prepositions so far have been informal. They've all been formal. Happy Diwali, of course. Happy Diwali, everybody. I hope if you're celebrating, it's full of light and it's lovely. So if you're new, we are looking at some advanced prepositions. So let's go back and let's look at the next one.
Let's have a look at the next one. Is there a mistake in this sentence? Does the hotel cater for vegans?
Is there a mistake here, or is it perfectly correct? You tell me.
As a little help, cater means that we do something for them.
Think of a caterer. Think of when you have a wedding, you have to book caterers, the people who provide the food.
So let's see. Does the hotel cater for vegans? Is there a mistake here? And if there is, then let us know.
Sophie says correct.
Sophie says correct.
Shall we check if you're right, Sophie? Let's see. Boom, she's correct.
Yes, we cater for people.
Cater for, yeah. It's like I'm providing for. I know you're coming, so you'll be fine.
Like I am doing something for this. So basically, does the hotel do things for vegans?
Obviously in the way of food, if it's vegan.
Yes.
But yeah, most of the time I would say it's food. But it doesn't have to be. You could say...
if we're going on the train, does the train cater for people in wheelchairs?
Yeah, so it's like, is it suitable for? But most of the time I'd say it's for food. So you could say, does the restaurant cater for vegetarians? Does it provide for... I don't think many restaurants now don't cater for vegans now. That would be strange if you went somewhere and they said, nope, nothing is vegan.
There's nothing. Yeah, that would be strange.
Most places cater.
In the UK, at least.
Yeah, I knew that. Pablo, well done.
Yeah.
Sonia's from Tuscany, Italy.
Oof.
Amazing. Cater to is used as well. Yeah, you could say cater to. I'd say cater to is a little bit more. I'm not going to cater to it. I think they are interchangeable. Yeah, I've never actually considered it. But yeah, I think you could say cater to as well. Yeah, everyone's got that correct. Well done, guys.
That's great.
Well done,
That's
everybody.
great. The next one. Will the next one be correct or incorrect? I pleaded from my mum to let me go to the party. Let me go. Let me go.
Good example. Is there a mistake in this sentence? If there is, tell me. If there isn't, just say it's correct.
Fernando Gutierrez from Ecuador. Do you know the answer?
Do you know it? Is there a mistake here? What is the mistake? Or maybe there isn't a mistake. And don't be sat there using ChatGPT. Don't be putting this sentence into ChatGPT and saying, what is the answer? Try. Even if it's incorrect, doesn't matter. Try. Just write something in the chat. Because most of learning English is trying, and most of the time, at the beginning, a lot of it is incorrect. But that's absolutely fine. That's how you learn. So we've got to my mum. I pleaded to my mum. There's an option from Tommy.
I sometimes compare learning a language and practicing a language to learning to ride a bike. And there are times when you are riding the bike where there is somebody who is pushing the bike and holding the bike with you. And so they're helping support you and you feel balanced and safe. but you're not really going to learn to ride a bike unless that person lets go, i.e. you and your worries, and you will have to fall over a couple of times. You will have to make mistakes to learn a language, to practice any skill, to do anything really.
It's good. It's a good analogy, and we've had lots of people trying here, which is great. So someone has said to my mum. Someone has said a lot of people have said that they know from is incorrect, which is good. But what are we changing from to, guys? Someone says from changed to to. So we've got a couple different people thinking it's to.
Could it be as ask?
Let's have a look. Shall we have a look? So let's see. I pleaded with my mum. So I want you to view pleading as like kind of a transactional thing. We don't really do it to somebody. It's because when you plead, you're hoping for that response back, aren't you? You're not just like, I'm going to say this to you and then I'm leaving. You want that response back. You're wanting something. So it's with. It's like it's a transactional thing.
We plead. Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Because if I just tell my mum to let me go to the party,
that's very different to pleading with.
It's very different to pleading with. Yeah, absolutely.
So we can say something to someone. So I said to my mum, I'm going to the party. But that feels very like, it doesn't matter if there's a response. I'm going to say it to you, bye. Plead with is I want that response. I want her to say, yes, you can. So plead with. Some people said, oh, I just remembered with. Now you remember. Fabulous. Well done, guys. So with all of these prepositions that we're teaching you, just try to write them down, put them into some different sentences, because all of them so far have been useful and common, so it's good if you can.
These are the kind of things that we hear in our lessons all the time, our one-to-one lessons with our students. All the time we hear these kind of things. Let's have a look at the next one here. We've got, my cousin is always boasting with his achievements. Boasting is like bragging, like, oh, I am really good. Oh, yeah.
I have a great car.
I have lovely hair. I have lovely hair.
I have lots of money. Like, it's not nice to boast, is it? It's not good. It's not good to boast. You want to be humble. But do we say that we boast with our achievements, or is that incorrect? What do you think? Is it correct, or is there a mistake?
Yeah, somebody says it's correct. Boast.
No, I think that was for the last one.
Okay. Well, Raphael says
boast about.
Let's see. About. Oh, it's about in capital letters here. About. Let's see.
I think. Are you spouses? Not yet, but by next year we will be.
We will be. Yeah, we will.
I know.
Correct.
Let's have a look. Boast about.
With
popular.
About,
it's a popular choice.
People.
Yay!
About.
Well done. Boast about. Stop boasting about it.
Yeah.
Stop.
In the same way that we can talk about things.
Yeah. Don't boast about that. Or brag about as well.
Boast or brag, that's what I mean.
Stop bragging about all your money. Stop boasting about your house.
Yeah. And if somebody does boast a lot, maybe we can say they have a big head. Like a balloon. Imagine if I boast and I boast and I boast. Imagine like a balloon, my head gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So if somebody has a big head, or if somebody is big-headed, that means that they brag or boast a lot.
Think they're great.
They think they are amazing.
Yeah, like you might hear people say that actually. If someone's giving people compliments, they might say, oh, stop, you'll make my head big. Like, oh, stop, you're making my head big. Like, oh, you're going to make me feel so great about myself.
Interesting.
Well done, guys. Okay, let's take another little pause.
Let's take a little pause.
My hair is not looking fabulous today.
Neither is mine. Neither is mine. In the meantime, actually, I was just looking at this here. This is what we got when we got 100,000 subscribers, and I think this week we reached 250,000 subscribers. That is it's just incredible,
crazy.
So thank you so much. If you subscribe, thank you so much.
And if you haven't subscribed, you really should.
What are you doing?
You guys look outstanding.
Oh,
thank you. Thank you very much. Any questions about English? This is your chance. Do you have anything that's really annoying you about English? Is there a grammar rule that you really don't like, or some vocabulary because it is confusing. A spelling, you let us know. We'll be here for a minute, and then we'll go back to the prepositions.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Yes. Oh my gosh! Congratulations! Thank you so much.
Wedding planning is happening, I think, but we're also trying to move house at the minute.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things going on.
There's Christmas. There's moving house. There's wedding planning. There is YouTube.
There's a lot going
teaching. We're very busy at the moment.
We are busy.
Yes.
Any tips on the C2 Cambridge exam? You know, it's very tricky, obviously. My biggest tip is just you've got to be speaking to a native as much as you can, if you can find that. There are lots of free ways to do that. You can find like language exchange partners where if you speak a language that a native English speaker wants to learn, you speak it with them. As much immersion as you can. Listen to real conversations, listen to real people. At that level of advance, you need to be listening to real English. Like, stop listening to just scripted stuff. Get in there with the real English.
Yeah.
Are you married? Not yet, but we will be next year. So let's look at a couple more. If you're new, we're looking at advanced prepositions today. So let's have a look. Maria Christina needs to go. Thanks for coming, Maria.
Everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
My sister always panics when faced for a crisis.
Is there a mistake here? Is there a mistake? Is there no mistake? I don't know.
While people are answering this question here, Vincent here says, I can easily understand what you both are talking about.
Good.
When I'm in the UK, I find it a bit challenging to understand what locals are saying very often. I think this is a very, very common problem.
It is. We are tricky in the UK. But hopefully the more you listen, we are trying to make as much content as we can to help with that. And we're currently making something that might help you with that. So
Ooh.
Stay tuned on our channel.
Yes.
Early next year. Hopefully.
I know. Well, yeah.
There might be something that will help with that. Okay, we've got a couple of answers. So my sister always panics when faced with a crisis. When faced in a crisis. When faced about a crisis. What do we think? With, about, or in? It is one of those. It is one of those.
Manuel says face of a crisis.
Faced with, faced in, faced about. Faced with. You can be faced with something.
We can be. People are correct that we can be in a crisis. So imagine you are walking and there is a crisis in front of you. You are faced with a crisis. Oh no, there is a crisis ahead of me and I need to deal with this crisis.
Yeah.
But imagine you are, it is around, I don't know what I'm talking about. You are in the crisis.
Yeah.
I am in a crisis.
But you can't be faced in a crisis. No. So faced with a crisis is where it's presented to you, like, oh, this is a problem I'm going to have to do. There was another thing that someone said. What was something I faced? Someone just said to face a crisis. Yeah, you can completely take away the with, but not in this context. You can't say, my sister always panics when you could do facing a crisis. You could do it in the ing. But with it in this tense, it has to be faced with a crisis. My sister always panics when faced with a crisis. Sound good? And I believe the plural of crisis is crises.
Crises, yeah.
So if you ever wanted to know how to say one crisis, two crises.
Crises.
Which I quite like when people say that. Like, there's been many crises. I think it's just a fun thing.
Iputu here says, how to use the word instead of. Well, if we have something and you, for example, coffee, and you have another option, which is tea, you can have coffee instead of the tea.
Yeah. So choosing one thing over the other option. Like, I think, I thought I wanted a tea, but actually now I think I'll have a coffee instead of tea. So take away that option, I'll do this.
But we use it when those two options are there and available. We can't use it for example, if we are saying, like, a pretend situation, like, would you rather go to the moon instead of Mars? It wouldn't work in this case. It's only for real things that are in front of us.
Okay, Victor, I learned something new. I'm glad. We're going to try and teach you a couple new ones as well. So, what about this one?
You will be provided with a set of skis and ski poles.
I definitely won't because I will never go skiing. But if you do, you might hear this. So, is there a mistake in this sentence? Is there a mistake? Is it completely correct? Maybe it's fine.
You will be provided with a set of skis.
I don't know. You tell me. So if there's a mistake, tell us. If there's not a mistake, just say correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I had a lot of sushi before this.
Why? Is that your sushi? What do you mean?
I just feel a bit full.
Full of sushi. Okay, yeah.
You had sushi, but I had much more sushi than you.
Yes. Oh, Manuel, please press the link thumbs up.
What link?
Giving a like won't kill you.
What am I supposed to like? Is that to me? Are we supposed to like something?
Or maybe it's for us. Thank you very much. I don't know.
Oh, don't know. Right, so Nu says it's correct. Anyone else got any?
No mistake, correct. We're getting a lot.
Jim Woe, we're live. Yes, this is live. Hello. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's correct. Well, let's
see.
have a look and see if it is correct. Correct!
Yay!
It is correct.
Provide
with. You will be provided with something.
Exactly. So I'm going to provide you with some common prepositions that you might need. I'm going to provide you with them. Or when we get to the hotel, they will provide you with a robe. I love when hotels give you a robe.
I've never been to a hotel with a robe.
You've never been to a hotel with a robe?
No!
We need to maybe try to get you in a hotel with a robe. Because I really like hotels with robes.
I don't know. Do you literally just get a robe when you go in?
Yeah, it's in the bedroom.
Oh, into the bed. Oh, I
It's
thought
in,
they
like,
just give you a robe.
It's in the wardrobe.
Wow.
Okay. Let's do one more. So this is the final preposition. So we don't want to overwhelm you with stuff. But let's have a go at this one.
I'm sure Brian won't object with looking after the baby tomorrow night.
Is there a mistake in this sentence?
Brian.
Is there a mistake? If there's a mistake, please tell us.
Do you know anybody called Brian?
Yes.
Do you?
I think I do.
Brian...
I know.
Maine?
Yeah, maybe. I know a couple people called Brian. So are there any... is there a mistake in this sentence? Is there anything wrong? If there isn't a mistake, just say correct. Ooh, got something in...
Won't object with looking after the baby.
Okay, Mohammed says 2. Kala says 2. Khan says 2.
Yeah. To look after.
Yeah.
Not with
used to. Okay.
Object
People
to.
are confident in 2.
People are very confident with 2. Is it right?
You should be confident. It is 2. Well done. I'm sure he won't object to looking after the baby tomorrow night. I won't object to seeing that. I won't object to it. So you can either object to a concept, like a noun. So I object to that idea. I object to
an event.
Cinema. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. Which means you're against it. Object is against. But also, if you're going to object to a verb, we put it in ing. So
I won't object to going to the cinema.
Yeah, I'm not going to object to seeing him. I'm not going to object to seeing him. But I won't enjoy it because I don't like him. But I won't object to seeing him. I don't know who I'm talking about. Who knows?
Who knows?
But
Brian,
there you go.
Brian.
So this live stream will be kept on YouTube. So if you're watching this live, you can go back and you can watch it again. So try and get some of those prepositions and try to just let them sink in.
Maybe practice in the comments.
Yeah.
Using those prepositions in the comments below as well.
Yeah, leave some comments using those prepositions in different sentences, and we will like the ones that are correct. We'll go, yes,
that's a good idea.
I know. So, do you have any questions about anything?
Any final questions? We've got videos coming out next. Well, we got
every week.
Every week we're on the YouTube train.
We are on the YouTube train.
We are on the YouTube train.
We have a wedding and a house to pay for. We're on the YouTube train, guys. But we're really enjoying it. We're loving making stuff for you.
We're absolutely loving it.
Any questions about English or prepositions or anything? There was one up. I swear I saw one. Let me have a look.
Somebody...
Oh no, maybe you answered it. Maybe it was the one about it was that one. It was the one. Yeah.
Difference between would /
Hold on, this might be a long one to answer. Give me a second. So the difference between would and will is a tense issue. It's a conditional issue. So maybe brush up on conditionals.
In general, I would imagine that will is something that is real, and would is something that is not real.
Hypothetical.
When I talk to people, if they said something like, "Oh, I am moving to France." "Oh, great, great." And they say, "I think I would buy a house there." "Oh, okay." Would sounds very pretend imaginary, but this is a real situation. I think I will buy a house there.
For sure. It's for sure. Why is the York accent so hard to understand? I'm living in York now. It's the vowels that they stretch the vowels out in general in York. So they would say instead of no, they'd say no, or instead of hello, it'd be hello. So it's those vowels that they stretch out. So you've got to get really used to the vowels.
But like we said before, we might have something that will help you with that
Coming
soon, hopefully.
I want to master the Brummie accent. Can I have some tips? You've got to be a bit of an engineer with the sound. So you've got to love it, and you've got to figure out what each of the individual sounds are and then piece them together. Because if you just guess, it might not be completely correct. But a great place to start if you want to learn any accent is do an impression. So find someone and just do an impression.
And do almost a very what's the word here?
Exaggerated.
A very exaggerated impression of the person. So if this is your accent here and the other and the accent you want to achieve is here, go further and then bring it back.
Yeah, like if you wanted to learn standard English, try to talk like Hermione Granger.
Really
try to do it exactly how she does it.
And then slowly you can pull it back and it will sound more natural.
Yeah.
It is easier to go far and then pull it back than do this.
Because then you will, without even thinking, you're making the sounds.
If you can do it really exaggerated, then pulling it back will feel easier.
Exactly. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us on a Sunday. You've come and done a full English lesson. Look at you. Look back at those prepositions, try to learn them. And if you want to, in the comments of this video, use those prepositions in some different sentences, and we'll like the ones that are correct. Thank you so much for joining us. Well done. Have a lovely Sunday. Happy Diwali if you're celebrating.
Yes.
And we will see you next time. Well done, everybody.
Bye-bye.